Columbia too for capitulating, and Harvard as well.
Yeah.
School. He's taking.
What's your school? How do you feel about that?
You gonna burn your degree?
Columbia. No, I'll be serious. Yeah, it's awful. I mean, I don't know if you saw. I mean, you probably didn't see. The most recent. So now what they've been doing is because all the presidents have been getting like kicked out of Columbia pretty much, or like they get removed from the board. There's a new interim president, and she sent like a long email being like, "We're listening, we hear you," you know, that kind of thing. And the first half, I mean, it like hit my inbox because I'm an alum, and like the first half of it was just talking about like anti-Semitism. And to be perfectly clear, and like everybody knows, but just like to say, like obviously
there's a lot of anti-Semitism on Columbia campus coming from the student protest movement.
No, it's like obviously
those bad Jews. Those bad Jews need to go away.
He's such an asshole.
That's his statement. It's my lawyer. He told me this. Go ahead.
Such a piece of shit. I don't know. Like, what the
Go on. I'm sorry.
No, it's just... It was... I mean, I think you've said something to this effect before, which is that Columbia, basically, you know, they stripped them of $400 million in funding.
Yeah.
Threatened, right?
No, they basically froze it, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And they said, if you don't do A, B, C, D... you're not getting this funding back. And that stuff included things like a federal receivership over the Middle Eastern Studies and like African Studies division, which
and
means
Asian Studies.
They would basically have someone coming in, like literally 1984 style, to like look over their curriculum, what they were teaching, everything like that.
The Nazis literally did this, by the way. That's not even
So they had that. They had, you know, them incorporating new definitions of anti-Semitism, which would include things like, you know, criticism of the state of Israel, blah, 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 like all of these, you know, hodgepodge of things. And what we've already seen, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because I'm sure you have said something to this effect, Hasan, but like we've already seen that they can do, Columbia University specifically, but all these universities, they can do exactly what this administration... They sent in SWAT raids, right? I mean, I was there. I was across the street when Hamilton Hall...
With the SRG.
Yes. I was across the street when that happened. I literally watched it happen. They had like a $4 million SWAT vehicle.
Ridiculous.
With probably like 40 or 50 guys fully decked out in like 60 pounds of gear, going into this place with like 19-year-old kids... who are armed with like nothing. I mean, like,
they even fired a shot. They accidentally discharged their weapon.
Yeah. Eric Adams' donors were like calling him up and asking him to like use that force.
It happened within 48 hours of them taking over that building, a single building on Columbia's campus. And I'll remind people that in 1968, when the students like took over the entire campus at Columbia University, they took over the fucking campus. Like they had complete control over it. And you know, I'm friendly with people who were involved in it. I've been friendly with people on the opposite side. Some of my friends who have gotten arrested for doing stuff, attacking Elbit Systems in New Hampshire, who have taken a more radical approach. Like, they all have different points of view on how this stuff works. But the fact is, they cracked down super, super hard. That still wasn't enough for this administration. Nothing is ever going to be enough for them until it's the point of, here is your curriculum. Here is what you teach to people. Here is what you think. Here's what's acceptable to say.
Because it's not done to eradicate a real problem. The problem itself is completely made up. Anti-Semitism, specifically coming from the anti-Israel protests, is an entirely made-up issue. It's not a real issue at all. And for that purpose, they've also tacked on a whole bunch of nonsensical shit, like, oh, they're stopping Jews from going to class, like whatever kind of ridiculous bullshit they were lying about. And that's it. So if there's no real problem there and you just made up that problem, it's the same parallel with immigration. If an undocumented migrant does a heinous crime on U.S. soil, they get prosecuted. Under the Biden administration, under every administration, they get prosecuted, they either get thrown in jail or they get deported. But these guys make it seem like they don't get prosecuted at all, and they just roam the streets freely after doing like a rape or something. And when there's and the reason why they do that, the reason why they make this problem up is because they want to do mass deportations. And the same thing goes for eradicating the First Amendment and you know, stopping people from ever saying anything that's remotely critical of not just Israel, but I think the Trump administration as well. they've already denied a French researcher entry into the country because they searched through his phone and he was talking shit about Trump, like revoking academic grants. And that was enough for them to be like, no, that's dangerous. That's unacceptable.
They are searching people's phones like often now as you enter the country, even if you're not a green card holder or even if you're just a U.S. citizen. They're looking through people's phones. I mean, this is absolutely just a systems test, right? If he could do this to Columbia, he can do it to any university in the country, right? Even like Ivy League, whatever. If he's putting Columbia in their place, like what is a state school or a city school?
Yeah, absolutely.
How are they going to react when the federal administration comes down on them?
I think what we need to do is we need to start taxing Columbia's land.
Oh, absolutely, 300,000%.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
so we have you on that.
No, 100%. Yeah. I mean, it'll defund Columbia even more, even though I guess they're getting their $400 million back.
Well, they have a multi-billion-dollar endowment.
And they have alums that are going to continue supporting them, with money. And I'm sure some of those alums are supportive of what's happening with what Donald Trump is doing to Columbia. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And probably threatening themselves.
No, it was literally that was the reason why they were down with sending the counterterrorism unit into campus.
Yeah,
is because of the group chat.
Yeah, they were telling Eric Adams to do that.
That's so insane, by the way. That is like literally fucking David Duke shit.
The fact that we like fucking know that too, and like that hasn't become a bigger deal than what it already is.
Like what?
Where's your key?
It's over there. It's like that fat circular thing. It has like.
Where are you going?
I'll be back.
I think he's
getting his friend.
He didn't like that we were not Chinese
enough. Sorry, we're not Chinese enough for you.
No, it's like kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
He's undermining both of our Chinese status.
Yeah, it's all good. It happens all the time.
Yeah, he's like, this is what a real Chinese looks like. That's what he's going to do.
They don't even keep me involved in the AAPI caucus in the city council, so I'm used to it. But yeah, it's a systems test, He's going to make a example out of Columbia and just do it
do the Harvard
across the country. Though he did it to Harvard already?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like...
He said he was looking at the grants for Harvard, and Harvard quietly went to the administration and fired their Middle Eastern Studies dean.
It's ridiculous.
This Turkish dude is like a very famous academic. And he wasn't even there. He wasn't even at Harvard. He was on leave.
I didn't know
for the year, and they fucking fired him.
Is he threatening funding from Harvard as well, or is it okay?
He said we were going to look into Harvard. Harvard literally went to the president the next day,
and gave in.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you think
what you're talking about is happening at every college campus already?
Do you think Columbia and Harvard or any school that capitulates to the president is going to lose enrollment or folks who want to go to those schools?
No.
Or do you think they're going to have no problem with that?
No, because a lot of people want to go to these schools anyway, so they're like, oh, great, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I get to be a part of this prestigious institution.
Yeah.
What will, however, happen, I think, slowly but surely, is the brain drain.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a foreign student and you're coming to the United States of America, and the government is actively threatening you and saying that, like, we will send you to the El Salvador slave labor camp, then fuck no. Why would you ever come here? What the hell?
Jeez.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I saw like an article yesterday that was like these schools are tainting their legacies and it's going to affect enrollment, but affect enrollment. I don't believe that's going to happen, but maybe when Trump is out of office, if that day comes and we get some more Democratic leadership in this country, maybe they'll look like asses. And
no, don't worry. Columbia will put another placard up like they did with the '68 protesters.
Yeah.
And their mistreatment.
And then make it a staple of who they are. Like we allow students to speak up for themselves and to make changes across the world and country. But yeah, it's so fucked. It's fucked to like when like the Mahmoud Khalil stuff was happening. Like so many elected officials in New York City, in New York, were just quiet about the entire thing. You know what I mean? Not only are we seeing this like infringement come on our First Amendment rights from the right, but we have New York Democrats that are too chicken shit to speak up about this because they think that it will piss off, the pro-Israel group of voters in the city.
But they're not like they have no motion. They don't have the numbers.
Yeah.
they don't have the moral authority in this conversation.
Yeah.
They have the opposite of the moral authority.
I mean, I don't even think the governor of New York like put out a statement. I think she like spoke about it briefly at.
No, it's crazy. Dude, Cory Booker, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Cory Booker. Like, are you kidding me?
the week right after.
Are you fucking kidding me? You did 25 hours and you didn't mention that, like, they're black bagging students?
Well, not only did he not mention it, the next week he like voted for the arms funding.
Yeah,
so,
and then he was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. I was like waiting to see what the reaction of all of that would be. People were like, he broke a record.
No, nobody gave a fuck because Trump also immediately dominated the news cycle because like his filibuster against no bill ended and Trump imploded the global economy.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it's bad for Trump anyway.
You want to know some irony? Barnard's Dining Hall has a whole ass mural in it about activism and protest and the history of activism. Yeah, that's not. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
So unsurprising. That's every fucking liberal institution in this country. That's like giving land acknowledgements and then like doing what they're doing.
Colombia loves talking about how fucking woke they are. Hello.
That's a Chinese friend.
No.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm sorry that you are being introduced to us
It's
under
so
such
wild that he's
horrible circumstances.
Hey, what? It's fine. Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Ashley.
Ashley?
Yeah.
When did you find out that Alex was a race realist?
I'm not. Recently, actually.
Like, was this the moment?
Yeah.
sorry that you're being tokenized.
I'm a really big fan.
Oh my God.
Your like work.
Thank you.
You're
I appreciate
the reason
that.
why I'm not gonna have to pay a broker's fee in like when I
June.
move.
Yeah, I hope
in
you-
the summer. So
yeah.
I'm like really big fan of the work that you do.
Thank you very much. I
you for
appreciate
And the
that.
public bathroom thing.
Yeah.
Did you know he's also Chinese?
Really?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, 1/4.
I'm a quarter Chinese.
That's actually really
I'm
great.
so serious. Like,
I
why are
know.
you laughing over
Why
here?
Why are you laughing?
You speak Chinese like a joke?
It's not.
Yeah, it's
Really?
a lot going on today. I have enough on my plate, Alex.
Well,
Are you trying to like?
No, that's not me.
where's Sigma Grindstone?
Can I help you?
You're like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
bet
had
their
to-
sales like skyrocketed after
Hi,
that.
chat. I'm you sometimes, so it's good to be on this end. Yeah. Wow.
Ashley is an actress.
I am. Yeah, I'm an actress, and now I live here.
Amazing.
LA.
How long
Cool.
have you lived here for?
About a year now.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty.
Where are you
new.
from originally?
LA. Yeah. Do you miss it?
Do I miss LA?
The sunny
Not
weather.
yet. LA's not really that sunny right now.
Really?
This time of the year anyway. But
Haven't been back.
I like New York. I love New York. New York's great.
I love New York.
Yeah, come back. We'll lift.
I don't love New York that
We'll
much.
lift with Zoran.
I don't love New York that much. Does Zoran lift? A question that we will be asking him
You should
today.
ask him that.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer.
Because he
to
looks
that.
kind of frail, I'm not gonna lie. He needs to get more swole.
You know, Eric Adams was jacked, and look what happened when he was our mayor. So
Yeah, that's why
does
I
a jacked
love
mayor.
Eric. That's why he's Turkish and he's jacked. That's why I love him. What do you think? This
Short king, but jacked.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
The short ones are always jacked.
Yeah, that's so OP.
Yeah.
Like being short is
Is that
the most-
ableist?
What?
That's not ableist.
No,
right?
making fun of short
I'm
people?
like 5'2". You
I
can't.
don't like.
You can't like say that. I'm
How? Wait,
short.
if you can't make fun of, you can't make fun of anything.
I wanted to call Mike Lawler like a tiny
manlet?
man the other day on the
A
internet,
manlet?
but my team said I couldn't make fun of short people, so I called him a fruitcake instead. Which he
Wait,
is.
what? Isn't that homophobic?
Isn't that better?
Pull up. Can I show you the picture that I like was referencing of him looking like a fruitcake?
Like a manlet?
Is that what's that?
That's what I say, manlet.
That's what he calls me in private.
And in public.
That goes by so fast.
I know.
It's crazy. It's like real.
But they're
time.
actually like I've been in this chat before.
It's crazy to think that you have a team of people that are telling you like don't be ableist.
Don't be ableist about short people, but I can.
I
Call
guess
them a
I do
fruitcake.
too. They're
But I
pretty-
guess like I could do that because I'm gay. So
Publicist. I can find you pretty good news.
can someone pull up that picture that I tweeted of Mike Lawler calling him a fruitcake with him in blackface?
Wait, he did blackface?
Yeah, as Michael Jackson.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to call my publicist after this.
Oh my
He
god.
looks gay as hell, and he's being racist.
Wait, hold on.
Is he a manlet?
Blackface
Is he short?
Yeah, look up Mike Lawler height.
Say it
He's like
louder.
5'6".
We all know that Mike isn't loud enough.
He's tiny as hell, and he does blackface.
Take a
Wait,
struggle.
we're gonna defund the New York NYPD. I don't speak pig. He wrote on Instagram 8 days before his Juneteenth announcement.
He's talking about me.
That's awesome.
But I literally don't speak pig. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
I love that you're worried about fucking calling him a manlet, and instead called him a fruitcake.
I can do that.
Which is like universally worse, I think.
Is
overall.
it? You know, only one person got mad at me for that. Gay, of course.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's in the comments, I think.
Disappointed to
Casual homophobia
Wait,
from a gay.
oh my god! Oh my god, Olivia Juliana co-signed. Okay, you gotta reconsider. You gotta reconsider. He was wrong. He was wrong.
Me?
Yeah, you should have said manlet instead.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'll use manlet next time.
cooked your ass.
I thought fruitcake was like Christmas cake people make or something. Yes, but it also
Yes.
is it's like an old term for gay.
But look at him though.
It's like
that's
when-
gay as hell, and he's being racist. You can call him anything. with
Yeah,
that.
I don't care. You can call him whatever the fuck you want. I'm saying that wasn't hard enough. You didn't go hard
Really?
enough. You should have called him the F slur.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Oh my god,
I am
that'd be
frequently
so
asking
sick.
my comms director if I'm able to do that. But like, I think we're like pushing the mantle where like a person like me will be able to say that.
Drop the F slur against a congressperson. That would be sick.
And then you should run for Congress.
I'm not.
No, you know, I like when I first ran for office, I was running against like 4 straight people, and they found like my old tweets online, and I was saying the F slur like a lot. And then they were like, they all teamed up and started calling me this homophobia.
The F slur.
They were saying
They started calling you it.
they were no. They were saying like we don't need a leader. They were like all ganging up on me. My opponents saying that like this homophobia should not exist in our district. And I'm like the only gay person running in the district. Saying
Yeah, you were like, I'm running to make homophobia more. I'm running to legalize homophobia.
literally, as in I'm doing it in real time.
Yeah,
The songs are token straight.
that's
You know,
yeah.
Are we all gay?
A little gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Work.
Yeah.
What do you think about fruitcake?
I feel
Oh,
attacked. I feel
love
under
it.
attack. This is how everyday Americans feel.
or
Jack.
Stragget?
Yeah.
The
Stragget.
Stragget stream.
All right, I gotta try this baklava too.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? Do you want one?
I had one already.
Gum, I'm good.
Okay.
Alex
Had a
had 3.
Diet Coke for breakfast.
Yeah, Alex
Well,
already-
it wasn't. I didn't pay for it. It was.
You want some
Stragget. Yeah, they're calling you a Stragget. I love it. This is the Stragget
This is
stream.
pretty good.
It is pretty
I
good,
know.
right?
Oh, I know. It was. Yeah, I didn't purchase it. My boyfriend stole it from work and then brought it to me.
Wait, what?
Diet Coke.
Oh, work. We love a Diet Coke.
Girl, the boycott. I know.
Girl, the oh,
I
we
know.
boycott.
Girl, the
You're
boycott.
so
We boycott.
I know.
You're good.
Coca-Cola's boycott
Sorry.
on the
Yeah,
boycott list.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good thing I haven't had a Diet Coke or a Coca-Cola in a very long time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Real work.
All right.
Arcade.
Bro, we're
Arcade.
not even gonna fucking. We're gonna be late if we go to the arcade. I think.
I can carry this setup. I'm like.
Where's
all it
Marge?
weighs as much as me.
Why would I? It's really heavy.
Your camera work is really bad. Alex.
What the hell?
Oh my god, everyone.
Yesterday.
I was
got-
only on it for like 30 seconds.
And it was shaky the whole time.
What happened?
They always complain every time I have the camera. Everybody in the
Really?
chat.
Are you? You are like you shake sometimes.
Yeah, I have the shakes.
Yeah.
Bro,
Shakes,
they're
it's
cooking
okay.
you.
It's
Who?
'cause
Me?
No.
It's my
Alex.
alcoholism.
Okay. It's because of your what?
Nothing.
Oh.
Just kidding. Alcoholism.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
No.
It's okay if you
It's
do
okay.
it though, too.
Yeah. Hi, Alex.
We're supportive of your journey.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one who cooks you.
I'm so. Everybody is mean to me all the time.
It's not mean.
I'm a really big fan of your Substack.
Look at that. We
Hell
Yeah.
There you
so
go.
Let's
cute.
go.
Or do you pay for your
Substack.
subscription?
There's no way you pay for a sub. Do you pay for a sub?
if you do, you pay his rent.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There's no
I'm
way.
sorry.
It's $5 a month.
Yeah,
right?
that's why I don't remember, because I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I just like do it, and then I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's and then I forget.
Gee, how do we fully bring outdoor dining back to the current licenses? Seems to be difficult barriers to entry for restaurants.
Yeah. So it was.
This is the fucking place for that.
I know.
right?
We were just talking about because we're in. I can't. Maybe,
No, you can
we're in
say it.
Times Square. Yeah. So there was a bill that was introduced a couple years ago where me and some other council members were put between a rock and a hard place where they were trying to legalize outdoor dining, but a lot of the language that they were including in the bill, made it very restrictive for restaurants to do outdoor dining. When outdoor dining first came to the scene, it wasn't legal, right? Like restaurants were just
COVID, right?
It was during COVID, and restaurants were just being creative, and it really created some beautiful outdoor dining structures, but there was no law that existed that legalized them. So when some council members were introducing this bill to try to legalize it, they were putting these different guidelines in that made it more difficult to do outdoor dining. But for me as a council member who's like supportive of outdoor dining, it was either vote for this bill that would create this structure, or outdoor dining will be banned altogether. So that's all in all to say that, I'm hoping that with other council members, what happened?
Oh, that's your...
Don't stop it. This is really embarrassing. Please don't.
57-month subscriber? You're a 57-month subscriber? That's crazy.
I've given you a lot of my money, Hasan.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide it. Chat, please don't. Oh my god. Mute
Alex,
now.
that's messed up,
Why?
dude. Why'd you do that to
That
her?
was you
thought it was
exposing
funny.
me. This is
That's
so
like
rude.
something you revealed to me later in private.
It's honestly,
Wait, that's a good thing, though. Aren't you you want people who do that, right?
Yeah, no, I don't care.
I'm like not parasocial with it, even
Yeah.
though I'm like Hasan probably makes up 50% of my YouTube For You videos.
Yeah.
Just can't.
I mean, I only watch the stream when I'm watching, I watch the stream when I watch the debates, and, it's the best commentary out there.
I draw my best.
We're working on, hopefully some other council members and myself are working on a better bill that will establish outdoor dining. I think a lot of the places that do it well should have an easier time doing outdoor dining, but there was also a lot of folks who just had no one in their structures, and a lot of people who care about parking were mad. But there is a cohort of council members that care about it. We're going to bring it back. I promise I'm supportive of it.
Talk about congestion pricing.
What do you want me to say about it?
Like, what do you think about it so far? What have been the biggest critics? Because I know that there's a lot of people who are very mad.
Yeah.
It seems like it's been a fairly decent success.
Yeah, congestion pricing has actually been great, right? And I do have a constituency that, drives a lot, and a lot of them are against it. But there's been data that has been proving that it's lowered congestion in New York City. Businesses are still seeing some support. I think businesses are seeing even more support now that there's more pedestrians in the congestion relief zone. I think it's a net positive. We need that money for the MTA, even though MTA still needs an audit and needs to figure out the bullshit that they're dealing with. But congestion pricing is net positive.
I
think
hope
it's
it's
one
all
of the.
going to the cops. That's what
You hope it's all going to the cops. Yeah,
I think we need more law enforcement.
We need more law enforcement, and we especially need more of them on the subways playing Candy Crush. And
that's what I was doing.
I think that with congestion pricing, they'll be able to pay for more lives on Candy Crush. So that when they fuck up, exactly, or the lollipop explosion.
Ad-free.
That's what congestion pricing is going towards. Cops who need to pay for Candy Crush Premium.
So this is an interesting question because on the one hand, you said, you're in favor of it, or you recognize the success, but on the other hand, you have constituents that are against it because they also drive.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Do you maintain your position? Do you try to talk to your constituents about why this is good? Or do you just kind of say, all right, well, this is something that my constituents want. I'm a public servant. I represent their interests. So even if I don't agree with it, I have to take a different position.
Yeah. So, as a city council member, we didn't have jurisdiction over congestion pricing passing, right? That was on the state level, the state legislator, and then signed into law by the governor. What I've found my strategy to be is to speak to people through my social media, through short form media, and educate them about congestion pricing, what the effects of it are, how it will impact them. And, people do listen to me. All of my constituents do listen to me, I believe, even those that hate it and love to drive. And I think I've been giving it to them in a digestible manner that helps them understand that it's a net positive. I think it'll take more time.
Do you think it's good for the representatives to take stances, even if they think their constituents might not immediately be in favor of it.
Absolutely.
As long as there is, there's some kind of logic behind that reasoning, and not just, getting money from interest groups.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's what taking leadership is, right? People elected me and some other elected officials to be their leaders. I think half of the job of being an elected official is to take leadership and do what's right, even if people tell you that it's wrong. And the other half is like communicating your decision and why you believe it's a good decision, and explaining it to people about why it's a positive thing. So, there's still some more work that I have to do in educating people about the benefits of congestion pricing, as all elected officials need to do, but it's been pretty good for our city.
What is this?
Be safe.
Zoran's public safety plan.
Oh, let's take a look at some of Zoran's statements.
Every New Yorker deserves to be safe, and today I'm announcing a plan to deliver exactly that. Public safety.
I am going to make it so that there's I'm gonna go to everyone's house and steal their shit individually.
Safety is created by stable homes.
Yeah, as an editor for the New York Post, this is how I read everything that he's saying. In my mind, it seems. Where did Alex go? Lolo.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Just phone call.
Oh, okay. I thought as soon as he started talking about public safety, you left.
You had to get away.
Homes, good paying work, and well-resourced neighborhoods. Addressing these issues are at the core of our campaign. But we must also aggressively pursue evidence-based strategies that prevent violence and crime before they occur. I will create a Department of Community Safety, the DCS. This new agency will coordinate a whole-of-government approach to protect New Yorkers like never before. We will invest in citywide mental health outreach and crisis response, expand gun violence prevention programs, address hate, and tackle homelessness. The DCS will make public transit safer, placing dedicated outreach workers in our subway stations, transforming vacant commercial units to provide medical services.
The Guardian Angels.
Curtis
why?
Lewa?
Yeah.
Curtis Lewa is the commissioner of this agency already.
Yeah.
Sorry, pal.
He keeps the city, he keeps the station so safe by just like randomly doing hate crimes.
Curtis Lewa?
Sometimes on camera.
Yeah.
On Fox News.
He's insane.
Do you not know what I'm talking about?
No,
Curtis
I don't know
Lewa?
what you're talking
I think
Curtis
I saw him.
Silva was getting interviewed
He like punched someone
on
right?
Fox News,
Yeah.
and his goons saw a random brown dude walking by and started beating on him
Yeah.
on Fox News in the middle of a fucking interview.
Yeah.
It's one of the most psychotic things I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, have you heard about like the conundrum that might happen in November with the mayoral race? So Curtis Lewa, who's obviously running as a Republican, Eric Adams, who's running as an independent. I know there's another guy who's running as an independent. Depending on however this June primary goes, it might be Zoran, Cuomo, Brad's running as well, but Cuomo's really pulled ahead in the polls. If Cuomo wins and the Working Families Party decides to run a candidate for the general election, we may have like 5 people on the ballot in November, which could potentially heighten the chance of Curtis Lewa mayorship.
Yes.
Can you imagine that?
So?
And then we'll get this agency. God forbid that happens. Hopefully the results in
He's gonna
June
make
are
it
different.
illegal to not be Italian. You're fucked.
I'm so fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, your Italiophobia is gonna
I
come back and bite you in
know.
the ass.
Yeah. They're
You're
gonna
double fuck. You're black and he's very racist.
They're gonna tar and feather me on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. So,
Yeah.
God forbid that happens. He's like I can't believe the Republicans in New York keep on running Curtis Lewa because he's like such a freak. And if they ran someone who was like a bit more, common sense, whatever, I'm sure they would have maybe even more of a chance. But
They like the beret.
he has like 60 cats in his apartment.
Wait, he's like a crazy
He's
cat
a crazy
guy?
cat man. He has like 60 cats.
Wait,
Maybe
wait,
like.
Oh no, don't say that in this community. They're
Wait,
gonna
I have
fucking
a
vote
cat.
for him.
Wait, I know. I love cats. I love
Yeah,
cats.
you don't know how
Hasan
crazy.
hates
You got.
cats.
You don't know
I
how
know.
crazy cat people get.
I love cats,
Okay,
but
okay,
60
okay.
cats in your New York City apartment?
How
It smells
big
like shit in there. It
how
smells like cat
big
shit in
is the
there.
Apartment.
Come on, that's crazy. It smells like shit in there. Why are we defending 6 cats? That's bad for the cats.
That's actually
That's anti-cat.
That's a really good counter to Curtis
That is a
Silva.
lot
It's
of
like
cats,
you probably
60.
smell like cat shit
He
all
smells
the
like
time.
cat shit, cat piss. And that's why he's in the subway assaulting people all the time because it smells better over there.
See, the cat lady left.
Yeah.
They can't stand.
No, I love
They
cats.
can't stand.
I grew up with a cat.
Whoa,
They-
whoa.
Oh, you got a cat friend? That's what
Yeah,
you're doing?
I know.
I grew up with a
remember
cat.
having someone with a cat.
I
Here
have a
now.
cat.
You have a cat.
My other cat died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hasan killed it.
Yeah. That's what I did.
That's sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's like.
You should get one of Curtis Lewa's cats if you want another one.
He's not
Risky
giving up.
situation.
He's not giving up any of them. I promise you.
Oh, it's actually Mookie's birthday next week. My cat.
Happy birthday, Mookie.
Oh, happy
He's
birthday
20
to your
years old.
cat.
Holy shit.
What did you get him, Hasan?
What? Nothing. Knuckle
What did you
sandwich. That's what I got him. Yeah.
I'm dead.
What, 2005?
Yeah, but hopefully Curtis
Yes.
Lewa does not win as mayor in November, and hopefully Cuomo doesn't win in June. And that's not anti-Italian hate against Cuomo. Cuomo's
It does
just a
seem like
fucking
both of the,
freak.
it seems like both of the characters you don't want winning are Italian.
That's crazy.
Is
No,
Cur-
that's
actually,
a coincidence, though.
Is Silva Italian?
I have Italian friends,
Oh,
so there's no
Here
way
we
I can be
go.
You know
anti-Italian.
what's crazy? When we were
And-
coming up here in the elevator,
Yeah.
you know what she said to me?
Oh,
He's like,
please
you
don't.
can't.
Please don't expose me like this.
No,
No.
she.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
He,
Wait, what did
I'll
she
say what you
say?
said.
Wait, I
I'll say
know.
what you said next. But
Oh.
she said, "Oh, you can't throw a dead cat in the city without hitting a goddamn Italian."
I
That's
did
what
not.
she
I did
said.
not say that at
That's what
all.
I
That's
said.
so funny.
That's crazy, and
That's
you're
like-
saying that on record.
That's like 1940s
That's
racism.
so insane. Italians are white
I'm
again.
sorry, I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
You didn't say that.
No, I did not say that.
I'm
and
sorry.
if Lolo was applying for a job, remember that he said that on his stream.
I was joking.
Yeah.
Posted on his LinkedIn. I don't know how does that
They
work
already
like that?
doxed me on my
Yeah,
They
were-
did?
Well,
Yeah.
the right wing people did.
Yeah, now it's
What
time
if
for
they
a
get doxed
left-wing
on
dog.
LinkedIn?
Well, because okay,
Do they
so
just
I'm
send
not
you
gonna
hate, or
say
can they,
where
like-
I work because they somehow have not.
You got a job?
Okay, don't
No,
antagonize.
I know you were like.
Don't antagonize.
I've been working since December, Jeff. I've been working for months.
Working.
For a month.
Sure.
recording TikToks at work? Or?
Whoa.
You can keep going.
What's going on here? I thought we're all on
No,
the
we're all
same
good.
team.
We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Congratulations, though. That's great.
I work I work on this thing called the LGBTQ plus advocacy project.
Oh God.
What do you mean, oh
I'm
God?
kidding. That's great. That's awesome.
Oh, more gay shit.
More
dude.
gay
clients
shit.
are gay.
You and Mike
The
Lawler. You and Mike
project.
Lawler.
Anyway, they
No, I
found
love
out-
that. That's great.
Originally on my LinkedIn, I had like my description of my job, and it included like working with trans people.
Oh, that's awesome,
and
yeah.
Uh-huh.
people, blah blah blah. And they're like, he's a trans lawyer. That's because one of my posts went viral.
Uh-huh.
And they
He's a
didn't mean that I was,
trans lawyer.
They weren't transvestigating
Yeah.
me, but they were like, he is a trans lawyer.
Oh, like you
Like he's a
represent
lawyer for trans, big trans.
yeah,
big
big
trans,
trans.
okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm a
big
lawyer
trans.
for-
You're in the
George
pocket.
Soros funded.
Soros funded trans lawyer.
Yeah, you're in the pocket of big trans. Okay, what did
Yeah.
she say on the way up?
I had a minor, like, I just, like, we were, like, going up, and I was just...
She was very nervous to meet you.
I wasn't nervous
She
to
was
meet you.
incredibly
I think
nervous.
I was nervous to be on this end of it and to know that I was going to get exposed at some point for being a 50
How many people are watching?
subscriber.
There's
Where do you see that?
32,300
Wow.
right there.
It's more views than CNN these days,
That
right?
is more views than CNN.
Yeah. What time is it right now?
Yeah, when are you guys going to Queens?
Because March has not responded to me, I don't think. Or
Guess
maybe
I'm
he
gonna get
did,
to
but...
do
Oh, he did
today.
respond.
Are you filming
No,
today?
I'm kidding.
He's
I'm
ready
not
whenever.
kidding. I can't.
Do you want me to call him?
We should get there right on time. And it's gonna...
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Like, don't say where we're going. Or do you even know where we're going?
I think so.
With Zoran?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the other place that you want to go to near it?
No.
The arcade that he wants to go
No,
to?
it's
No.
near here.
Oh! Wait, I thought there was also a... Is there no Chinatown in Queens? I thought there was
There
a
is
China...
Flushing.
Yeah.
There's a Chinatown.
That's
like
the one I
every
was
borough.
talking about.
Oh.
Oh, you wanted to go to the Chinatown here?
Yeah, I think that's what you were talking
No,
about.
I wanted to go to the
real
the
one.
Chinatown in near
Flushing.
Queens in Flushing, I
Okay.
guess.
Say it.
Nice. The real one. Yeah, Flushing.
Okay. What did I do wrong?
Nothing. No, you're good.
Not Chinese.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you
Chinese
did wrong. You're not
century.
Chinese.
Yeah.
I know we are in the Chinese
I
century.
mean, like, we're Chinese.
We are. Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Is that
Can you
that
imagine them,
close? Is that one close to the place or no?
What?
Is that Chinatown closer to the place that our final
Yes.
destination?
Yes.
It is.
It is. Okay.
Flushing's close to Astoria.
Well,
Sorry.
it's closer.
We're-
No, it's fine. You can say that. Yeah.
Closer.
Those are
Here's
two,
the
those are
address.
two neighborhoods,
Guys,
bro.
here's
It's
the
okay.
address
They're
we're
two
going,
neighborhoods.
Yeah. if that's closer from where we are, I suspect it is.
Yeah.
Like, is it how many? Then we can go there first, and then go to our final destination. That's what I was saying.
You have some hard questions for Zoran?
No.
We are
No,
a 10-minute
not
walk
really.
from the place that I was thinking of.
Yeah, I wasn't.
We've moved past it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there
Okay.
anyway. I thought we were on the same page.
We're never on the same page.
Yeah.
We've never been on the same page.
We have not.
in our
I am
whole
against
time.
ableism and homophobia, and you do it all the time.
Yeah, and Italian.
And Italiaphobia.
Like what you just said was crazy just now with the cats.
Yeah.
And it's anti-cat, too. Which is
Yeah.
like, just
Oh, shit.
I'm never in New York hotels, so it's always fun to like see what they look like.
yeah, no, it's
You
a nice
know?
view out here.
Yeah.
This is a fancy hotel. We're in a fancy hotel.
a story to Flushing by car is like 30 minutes and 40 minutes during rush hour? Okay, we're not doing that either then.
I mean,
Have you been to Flushing
this
before?
or
No,
south.
I don't think so.
Flushing's great. Jackson Heights is great too. Went to like a Malaysian food spot yesterday called Taste Good.
Did it?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but like I think I maybe like ordered wrong maybe.
Okay.
And like I love that type of food.
Yeah.
And
You didn't
yeah, I mean like go to Taste Good and maybe like I didn't get like the beef rendang and stuff. I got like the Hainanese chicken.
Wait, that's usually good.
No, it
Like
usually
the
isn't. No, the chicken rice. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
It was not. It wasn't giving. Maybe I went on an off day.
Maybe
Yeah.
But-
the kitchen had an off
Bro,
day.
it's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes from Flushing to Astoria, and it's 20 minutes from here, like almost 30 minutes
Oh,
from
really?
here to. Yeah, so we'll just head out there at. I guess.
the time.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we'll head out there in
That's a really-
half an
Yeah.
hour.
You're really bad at like.
Hassan, please, you won't have
plans
time.
something, you know,
Instead of
Where are you
interval
going?
time.
No,
Nowhere.
we're not gonna go.
Oh, we're not going?
Yeah, cause it's gonna be half an hour to get there, and then we'll only have half an hour there, and then we'll have to move to the other location.
What's that?
You know what I mean?
Resist.
No, a couple days ago, there was a place in Bushwick called General Irving that recently closed.
Uh-huh.
It was funded by like people who fought in the IOF for like 17 years,
Mhm.
and they recently closed due to community boycott.
Yeah.
And yeah, I forgot someone gave me one of these.
Let me
It's
see.
in Spanish, but I can't. I didn't get an English one.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism is alive and well in New York. You see this?
Is that interesting?
Unacceptable.
You're like, let me inspect it real
Let
quick.
me see.
Flushing can be asked about the 7 train. We're not getting on any trains.
Oh, come on.
No,
Why?
I
you
love.
don't like
No.
working class New Yorkers?
No, I love public transit. It's just we're not gonna be able to stream if we go into.
It's above ground,
We're
right?
not, this
Go
isn't
out to
China.
Queens.
We're not IC.
Yeah, I guess you won't be able to stream. But that's
Wait,
crazy.
there's
You're
a-
scared
wait,
of
there's a-
working class people?
There's an above train that we can take to.
I know. I think
It's called
it's
bus.
underground for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it goes
It's called
above
the
ground.
bus. The problem
So-
Going
is-
on the
Train.
bus would be crazy.
Like
Yeah.
the only when I'm in Japan, I'm only doing trains.
Yeah.
But you have full service when you're down there.
Yeah. With congestion pricing, we might get Wi-Fi in our train, so you can stream on the subway.
Yeah. I refuse to go on the glorious DC Metro and the New York subway. Shaking my head.
I know that's crazy, and he's
Yeah.
talking up congestion pricing, but he won't
Yeah.
even pay the
There's
MTA
also-
290.
There's also another problem with that as well,
I'll give you a call.
where when I do IRL streams in New York or in DC,
Yeah.
we get fucking congestion.
With people.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that half these people that want me to go on the subway are because they want to fucking snipe me.
Yeah.
They want to stream snipe. They're like, hey, come on.
You should wear one of those those masks that look like faces.
I mean, it won't change anything. They'll know where my location
I
is.
guess because you're streaming.
Yeah.
No, I'm security.
But yeah.
today.
Ashley will protect
I'm
us.
ready. I can do it.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Cool. I'm not coming with you guys to Queens though.
Lolo, I was 5 feet away from you at the protest in DC yesterday and just wanted to tell you you're so handsome. I love your Instagram stories. Give me life.
Sick. Thank you.
Will you kiss and Shrek?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that one.
That's a good one.
I don't know.
Everybody
Kissing
likes
Shrek.
the kissing Shrek. Everyone
That's
acts
good.
like they don't like it.
Oh, here's a
New video tonight.
Curtis
at the moment,
Sliwa.
Curtis Sliwa was hit by a
or
taxi
Sliwa,
cab
Joja
Wait, he
Sliwa.
was hit by a
last
cab?
week. You can see him getting hit and falling to the ground near Radio City Music
seen
Hall.
this.
He gets
When
up,
did this come
walks
out?
off. The former Republican New York City
3 years
mayoral
ago.
candidate was running between cars and traffic as he was crossing the street. He went to the
I
hospital
hope.
hours
Well,
later.
he's okay, so we can laugh, right?
Why do we fall, Curtis?
He's Mr. Slip and Fall. He knew the cab was coming.
It's because he has cat
To
shit
be
in his
treated for a
apartment.
fra-
In his eyes.
What is it? Like the fumes of cat shit made it hard for him to pay attention when he was crossing the fucking street.
Go back.
I'm not gonna lie, I am shocked that he has 60 cats. Like, I
Radio
feel
City
like that's
Music Hall.
insane.
Gets up, walks off. The former Republican New York City
go,
mayoral
baby.
candidate was running between cars
You gotta
and
do the
traffic
Sonic
as he
coins.
was crossing the street. He
Traveling might be a mess towards Flushing because the Mets game ended like 30 minutes ago. Oh.
That's wild that he's anti-congestion pricing, but congestion pricing would have saved him from that hit.
Good point.
Yeah.
Wait, it's
It's
not
a taxi,
60,
though.
it's 15.
Okay.
You
I said I was
Okay,
being
that's
I said I was being dramatic. I said I was being dramatic.
I genuinely believe that he
My
had
mom fosters
60.
cats.
15's is still a shit ton. You know,
No,
it
that's
still
a
smells
lot of
like cat
cats.
shit.
That's a
Wait.
lot of cats.
Yeah.
Wait, Ashley said.
And like a tiny
My,
news.
my mom fosters cats in California.
You just
We
lost a
have
constituent.
I know, seriously.
You just
live
lost
in
a
my
No, no, I'm
district?
gonna vote. I'm
Do
still
you live in
gonna-
my district?
What district are you in?
Oh, that's fucked
I
up.
need
You
to
don't know
make
your
sure
Hudson
I know.
River?
No.
That's wild. I'm in Bed-Stuy in Crown Heights.
No, I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm in,
This area?
yeah.
Uh-huh. Say your address on stream.
I will.
Um,
1, 2, 3.
He has
My
15
social
he has
security.
15 cats in a New York City apartment.
That's a lot.
I'm not
That is a lot.
that's not
For an
anti-cat.
apartment.
That's like
How big is the apartment? It could be like huge.
anti-piker doing anti-piker stuff.
Oh, shit. Wait, you know about anti-piker?
Of course,
know
that's
about
anti-pikers.
anti-piker.
That's like
That's so embarrassing.
it's like a gay porn. I mean, not gay porn, but it's like your gay your gay stan. That's your gay stan.
Your alter ego.
That's like your number one gay fan. Have you met them?
No, I have no idea.
Do you
I
know?
have no
You've heard of
idea.
them before, obviously,
Yeah, of
right?
course I know anti-piker.
They be posting like everything.
I thought anti-piker was a woman for the longest
No,
time.
it has to. It has
No,
to
no, no.
be.
I didn't know then. And
was
then someone
gay?
was like, yeah.
You think women post things like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the only
No.
one.
My
Do
fan,
women? I mean,
my
Like,
fans
they
do.
do.
it's so.
Yeah,
It's,
they
it's,
definitely
The
do.
fan cams on TikTok really
Yeah.
They are. They are. Okay, true. Like the. Oh, never mind.
Zoran posted about the stream. Tune in at 6 p.m. Twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Let's go. Wait, what did he say?
After this, heading to Crown.
He's so handsome.
What's going on, everyone? We just finished up a rally for a rent freeze here in Sunset Park. After this, heading to Crown Heights. Then at 6 p.m., I'm going to be live with the one and only Hasan Piker on YouTube and this thing that I'm hearing about called Twitch. So make sure you tune in. We'll be on. We'll be live. We'll be in Astoria.
Yep. He doxed us.
Why is
In
he
Astoria,
doxing?
he's giving out his location.
Yeah.
That's assassination coordinates.
Okay.
So wrong.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's
dude.
what Elon Musk called them.
Oh my
Assassination
This
coordinates.
is our
Yes.
lawyers,
Yeah, I'm
guys.
definitely not coming with unicorns.
This is our stupid lawyer.
God. Don't let Hasan talk shit on anti-biker when he sends messages like this.
I wish you were here, we would have had sex. So, hey, anti-biker, I wish you were here, we would have had sex. So,
See, it's gay stuff. That's gay.
Yeah.
You know. That's a straight.
Did you
that's
see
gay,
Zoran
right?
on the New York Post cover a few days ago? Dangerous ma'am.
Mom.
Mom?
Donnie.
Oh.
I guess they were trying to be like dangerous man.
Yeah.
It didn't land.
New Yorkers must stop the anti-Israel forces trying to elect radical Zoran
And they just like
Mamdani.
included these like comments that are just
As
like hearts
mayor.
and Palestinian flags.
Wow, look at the dangerous radical statements. Just heart like
The rose emoji.
I know.
yeah. No, that's one of the coolest things about having strong opinions is that when your ideological enemies try to besmirch your reputation, they just kind of make you look cooler. Where they'll be like, I've seen some Zionist accounts post about him, and they'll just be like, "You see, this is terrifying," and it's just him being like, "Yeah, Israel is in the wrong."
No, they were like, you see, he's like trying to get grocery stores that are owned by the city to give people food, and they're like saying it like it's some crazy
communism.
shit, and then he
Thanks
just
for
gets a lot of
$2 is
engagement on it.
communism.
But that's how they're.
Oh my god. That's one of my chatters. That's in the fucking screenshot. Lemon Wizard. What the fuck? Yes, I was in this meeting. I'm in this screenshot.
How long has Lemon Wizard been?
49 months.
Damn, you have a top record.
Listen, I'm not trying to set a record. I
wild.
didn't mean to be a 57-month subscriber. It just happened.
Have you seen that? I know you were flaming Elon for him being like a shitty video game player. Did you see that that video of him playing and then that quote tweet of like? Have you seen that video of the guy who's like making drinks and his head's like moving quickly?
No, I have not. But he's like when he's like.
So there's like this video of this like
head.
guy in some like Southeast Asian country who's like making drinks and he's like, look how fast he's making it, but the only thing that's moving fast is his head.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe your chat will pull it up. But Elon was doing the same.
2/3 of New York City voters support creating municipal grocery stores to bring down prices. The concept is imminently feasible. In fact, publicly owned grocery stores are quite common and already existed at scale in the U.S. military. I mean, he's got some great ideas, which is why the thing that's like been the most surprising to me, I think, is like in the midst of all this chaos, the real estate developers have not like gotten their shit together to like actively find a candidate to promote them instead.
Well,
and I guess Cuomo plays
they're supporting
that role.
Cuomo, and Cuomo's like soaring in the polls. You know, I think a lot of people.
But I think that's a consequence of name recognition.
Yeah, totally.
Because Zoran, the fact that he's the second contender in a ranked choice voting ballot, with much less of a presence overall, is definitely I mean, that's definitely great. It's a testament to how successful his campaigning has been.
Absolutely. I do believe that we need a stronger ranked choice voting strategy going into this June primary. They were saying that was Elon in that video.
That's crazy.
We need a stronger ranked choice voting strategy from all the candidates coming June. Like, a lot of them got millions of dollars in matching funds. A lot of that money needs to be a coordinated effort on dragging Cuomo through the mud, right? I think once people start remembering Cuomo for who he is and his record and killing thousands of seniors, I think that could change the dynamic of the race in June. But it's scary. You know, a lot of black and brown New Yorkers love Cuomo. I asked my landlord the other day, and she's like, I love Cuomo.
They think he's like no nonsense.
They think he's gonna bring like safety and whatever, but like a lot of New Yorkers just like someone that they know, you know. I think Zoran's done a really great job in getting his name out there, and I hope when people start paying attention.
She is a landlord. This is,
She's good though. I like her. She's the only good landlord.
New York Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal.
Every politician says New York is the greatest city on the globe. But what good is that if no one can afford to live here? City Hall is engulfed in corruption.
Unscientific report.
The cost of living is the real crisis. New Yorkers are being crushed by rent and childcare. The slowest buses in the nation are robbing us of our time and our sanity. Working people are being pushed out of the city they built. A mayor could change this, and that's why I'm running. I'll make buses fast and free.
So I can just get where I'm going.
I'll make childcare available to all New Yorkers at no cost.
I want to raise my kid in New York.
Oh my God.
Do you know them too?
No.
Oh.
It's a Hamas terrorist mom. This is terrifying. I can't believe.
Thank you for pointing that out.
She's wearing a keffiyeh. I'm scared.
My kid in New York.
And I'll freeze the rent for every single rent-stabilized tenant.
These Eric Adams rent hikes are killing us.
Period.
Life in this city doesn't need to be this hard. But politicians like Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo want it to be this way. They care about their donors. They care about themselves. They don't care about you, the working class who keep this city running. This campaign is for every New Yorker who believes in the dignity of their neighbors. And the government's job is to actually make our lives better. We can afford to bring down the rent, have world-class public transit, and make it easier to raise a family.
Maybe he
We can do
lives.
all of that, and so much more. Because this is New York. We can afford to dream.
That's a powerful ad. He's got great ads. This is from the all the way back in 2021, the Gravel Institute video that he did to talk about social
American
housing
is in crisis. Right now, up to 12 million Americans are behind an average of $5,800 on rent and risk eviction. With eviction moratoriums soon to expire, we're facing an unprecedented wave of evictions and foreclosures that will crash straight into millions.
He's got more swag since then.
That's just the natural trajectory of things, right?
Yeah, he got like a different haircut.
But the truth is, this crisis didn't begin with the pandemic. In fact, housing has been in crisis
I think he was called
for a very long time.
Young Cardamom. I think. Have you heard of this? He used to rap.
Anti-Israel squad member Rashida Tlaib rallies comrades to back socialist mayor. That's amazing. I love when they just like post stuff like this, which is just, you know, elevating his status. Like they're not even doing any, like they're not even saying like Hamas supporter or something. Like when you say someone is just like simply anti-Israel, the assumption there is that everyone else is also on board with that. Like with the idea that Israel is good and how can someone be anti-Israel? Except all you're doing when so many people are anti-Israel is just making Rashida Tlaib look good. She's amazing. I love her. And also making Zoran look good too.
Part of our DSA family, and you can see that he's not going to waver. Even if that title changes from state assembly to mayor, he is not going to sell out his community.
What is she saying
he's
that's
not
bad?
going
You know,
to
and they
bow
included
down,
this video.
like many others, to this fascist regime. And so
people agree with that.
Thank you all for coming on, and thank you for supporting him. To all my comrades on the phone, on the line right now, I want you to know that this moment, people are looking for a home that is understanding that we have to be united against what's happening here in Washington, D.C., the fascist regime, but a lot of it is trickling down at the local government right now. Those that enable, do nothing, folks, or benefit from whatever they can do to continue to exist. And I know Zahran, myself, and so many others are not, we're not signing up for that. We know what is at stake. Our freedom and liberation is at stake, our freedom of speech is at stake, and so much more. And so with that, I'm so honored to be able to introduce all of you to my brother and fellow comrade Zahran. Thank you for running. I know it's not been easy, it never is, but I love the joy that you bring to it. You make it look fun. We all know it's not fun. So, yield now to the future mayor of New York, Zahran.
Like, what did she say that was bad?
So much.
And that's like the video that they're...
She said comrade.
Yeah.
Without issuing a trigger warning.
Right.
It's messed up. I hate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Congresswoman Tlaib. And if we can all throw up some hearts in the chat.
Wait, they had a spy in this group chat who caught them being wholesome?
Yeah.
We sent a
spy. That's where the screenshots came from. He was like, "Look, the hearts in the flag. Get that. Get that."
So many of us for so long, and I think about Rashida often, and I think about
the
lessons that she has taught me and the lessons that she has taught our entire country, which is that if we want to defeat fascism, if we want to defeat an oligarchy, if we want to defeat Elon Musk, then we must know that it's not enough to be right. We have to win. And to win takes an incredible amount of effort.
Wow, that was terrifying.
I can't believe he said those scary things.
Yeah.
This is also a pretty good line of attack. Trump asked about Cuomo in New York City mayor race. Says Cuomo, I've always gotten along with him.
The New York City mayor's race, and specifically Andrew Cuomo, who is now the front runner according to the polls. How do you feel about that? Do you think you can have a good relationship with the mayor, Andrew Cuomo?
Well, I've always gotten along with him. We had our ins and outs a little bit. We did a great job for him. Remember, we built.
He killed old people. I killed old people.
But it's so insane. I was at this like church on Friday, and I was like speaking to the crowd about, Andrew Cuomo and his like Trump basically giving him an endorsement, him killing thousands of people. Like Cuomo was governor for 10 years. The reason our city is in all of the shit that he talks about himself is because of him, cutting funding from mental health services, cutting from the MTA, all of that sort. and people were like mad that I was bringing up his record. Like Black New Yorkers really love Cuomo. Even when I was bringing up his record, it was like disheartening to see.
I assume older though.
It was older, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what it is. Like, it's just older liberal voters in general are. They always want to be a reliable voting bloc for whoever they think is the most powerful Democrat.
Yeah,
it's the same reason why. It's the same reason why South Carolina went heavily in favor of Joe Biden.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I do believe a lot of it stems from the fact that they vote for not only the candidate they think that's going to win, but the candidate that they know, right? Someone who's been in office for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And where that gives a disadvantage to the left is like a lot of us are these like newer insurgents who are coming into politics and maybe have built relationships within our own constituencies across the city. But I do believe that, you know, one, if we reach out to them in the ways that some of these candidates are doing running for mayor that aren't Cuomo, maybe they'll listen. But two, our longevity in politics, even though, you know, career politicians are shitty, you know, we'll build that trust between, I don't know, some of these constituencies and leftists. Politicians.
I mean, look, looking at the race, the New York mayoral race, like the one thing that is missing for Zoran is like more name recognition inside of New York, not just outside of New York, but like specifically for New Yorkers, the constituencies that you're talking to and talking about.
Yeah,
because those guys are the ones that are the most reliable voting bloc at the end of the day. And I worry that, I mean, this is like a lower position in their eyes. They see Andrew Cuomo as someone who has already demonstrated success in a much higher position.
Yeah, and
so it's a given.
The voting bloc of New York City isn't as progressive as everyone makes it out to be, right? New Yorkers are very moderate, you know, sometimes very centrist, sometimes, you know, conservative as hell. I think a part of our organizing strategy as leftists, as progressives, is to be unabashed and unafraid to not only speak to those voters, but to show what leftist or progressive leadership can look like in this city, right? In terms of passing that bill that I did back in November that like bans broker fees, that keeps like Black New Yorkers in their communities rather than being, you know, gentrified out and having a lack of mobility when they're finding new housing. I think showing that record to these New Yorkers is how we gain their support in races like this one.
Yeah. All right, we should. I guess we should head out there, and we can maybe dick around in the area. What?
Can we go to the arcade?
No, we don't have time to go to the arcade.
It's 10 minutes.
You want to go to the... Here, I'll tell Marsh to come over here, and we'll go to this one fucking arcade that you want to go to, and then we'll move out from there. I feel like...
Mommy, can I go to the arcade?
I want to go to the arcade. Chat wants me. Chat wants to go.
Chat wants to go to the arcade?
Chat wants to go.
Is it like a Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't think Chat wants to go.
No, they
but
don't
it doesn't matter. No. Cuomo was literally on Netanyahu's...
Yeah, it's true.
Andrew Cuomo joins high-powered legal team to defend Netanyahu against... Wait, what?
Yeah.
What, I didn't... What the fuck? What is going on?
Yeah, this is New York, man.
He's locking in. He's aura farming from Netanyahu.
This is what we deal with here. It sucks. We're the worst blue state in this fucking country.
That I think is probably true.
California's pretty bad too.
As bad as this?
I don't know.
Gavin Newsom's on Netanyahu's legal team?
Yeah, you're right. I guess like
that's pretty fucking bad.
I guess this is. I don't know.
What are you doing? I was the mayor of children.
I hate
This is a
California.
sick fit.
Well, I mean,
Democrat
think about who we have.
Ashley.
I'm March.
It's nice to meet you, March.
Nice to meet you.
You look good. This is a good fit. Oh. All right, we'll
Are you fucking around with this?
Do you end the stream or do you like?
No. We just swap it.
You have to go back.
What we do in this we use this camera still for streaming for live streaming on the bag.
You want to swap it?
So he takes it out.
Yes.
Oh, nice! You got a fucking light.
Shout out Enron, nuclear.
Here.
Support